Hey, it's 4:20 p.m. here at the Howling Moon Studios in Northern California. And it has been, I would have to say, at least if you're paying attention to the news, a completely brutal week. And I, for one, have just feel like I've taken about 35,000 punches to the head. And I don't know how you're feeling, but I think we want to use today's session both to blow off a little steam and then, reset and have a little fun. I'm just so mad at the Supreme Court. I just can't stand it. The the decision on guns and the ability to do open carry basically everywhere. I mean, that is just clinically insane. No legal justification for it at all. And then, of course, the abortion decision, and particularly, I mean, the abortion decision would have been horrible no matter what happened, but, the clear signaling that they're coming after all these other things that are based on the principle of privacy, that part is just, it's tragic and it's incredibly, it's just so disappointing. And, I read this really brilliant thing by a writer at New York Magazine by the name of Rebecca Traister. And she makes the point that, yes, we're supposed to be angry, and yes, we're supposed to protest and all that. But she said it's really important that we remain hopeful. And hopeful in the sense of angry hopeful, that we maintain a sense of determination and commitment to prevail over what I think is demonstrable insanity. And, I don't know how you all feel, but that's kind of where I'm coming from today. And so I'm going to start out with that. I've taken a song I wrote a number of years ago, and I've made some adjustments to the lyrics to make it fit how I feel this very instant. So I hope it's okay with you. Please indulge me. Sent us a message filled with scorn. It said, Foxtrot Uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar Uniform. We focused on the message, trembling in our hand. It took us a minute. It took another minute. It took a lot of minutes for us to understand. It means they don't respect us anymore. The rights we took for granted are running out the door. But the thing that really hurts us, that breaks our heart in two, the people who support this look a lot like you. We asked them a question, got a message in return. Foxtrot Uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar Uniform. We looked again in silence at the message in my hand. It took us a minute. It took another minute. It took a lot of minutes for us to understand. It means they don't respect us anymore. The rights we took for granted are running out the door. But the thing that really hurts us, that breaks our hearts in two, the people who support this look a lot like you. We can't believe this bullshit after all that we've been through. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. IOU. We're gonna send a message not so warm. It'll say Foxtrot Uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar Uniform. We hope that it confuses them, messes up their plan. It takes them a minute, a whole lot of minutes, a lifetime of minutes for them to understand. A lifetime, you hear me? A lifetime of minutes. I don't know where these guys get off thinking that they can apply their values to all the rest of us. That somehow, because something bothers them, it's legitimate to take it away from all of us. To take 51% of the population and treat them as something less than fully human. Now, obviously, this country has a long history of doing that. We did that with people of color. We still do it with people of color. Now we're also doing it with women. And you know they're coming for the rest of us. And I think we just got to stick together, people. We got to find a way. We got to pool our resources and make it happen. We got to take it all back, make it better. That's our job. I've been out of work since the plant shut down. They shipped our jobs to China, left behind our town, tumbleweed rolling through. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high. Living the American dream. Politicians say in banks we trust. They gave them all the money that once belonged to us in the name of red, white, and blue. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high. Living the American dream. I used to have insurance and a steady job, but a banker bought the business with an intent to rob. He closed all the factories, shuttered every store. Thousands out of work makes his stock worth more. Debt and unemployment, we got up the wazoo. Change we can't believe in is long overdue. It's past time to sing the blues. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high. Living the American dream. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high. Living the American dream. Living the American dream. Living the American dream. I sing that song because last week, you know, the big thing we had to worry about, I mean, there were lots of things we had to worry about, but one of the big things we had to worry about was, you know, the market was melting down, and we have all these idiot economists who are out there telling us that the biggest problem we had to worry about was inflation. Look, inflation is a problem, indisputably. I mean, everything is a lot more expensive. But at the moment, almost everybody is fully employed. And if you listen to the economists who are the best, the ones who have the biggest megaphone, they're all talking about, well, we're going to have to cause a recession or to stop inflation. I'm going, that is insane. The notion that you have to make a lot of people unemployed to address a problem that fundamentally is shared by everyone together, so we're going to make a small percentage of the population pay a disproportionate price to solve that problem, strikes me as nuts. I mean, to me, the really obvious problem here is that you know, we still have an economy that's based on oil. And almost all of our political problems, almost all of our military problems are with countries that have an economy based on oil. So the obvious thing to do is something like the Green New Deal, where you move the whole economy to clean energy. And if you invest in that like crazy, you keep everybody employed and you strip the power from all of these petrostates. And, you know, you might have some inflation along the way, but if everybody's employed, we share it equally. And that's got to be better than throwing, I don't know, 10, 20% of the population out of work for a year or two and then having to do it. I mean, it just, you know, it makes me really sad that we keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Anyway, as I told you, it's been a rough week. So another song about that. The sun came up this morning, caught me by surprise. A desperate question answered, a hungry baby cries. The city lights still shimmer as traffic weaves its way. Life goes on, but not the same. It's different today. In my mind, you'll always be a young man finding gold. In every situation, your warmth would melt the cold. I tried to share my greatest gift to put your mind at ease, but worry that I may have missed the forest and the trees. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear at your angle of repose. The sun came up this morning, stillness in the air. A desperate answer questioned, a hungry truth laid bare. Your lighthouse fire guides me here from far away. Your melodies inspire me when emotions fray. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear at your angle of repose. If the sun comes up tomorrow, will lie there all day. Another puzzle fragment, another game to play. My wattage isn't epic, so hear me when I say I I hope in time to shine as bright as you shine today. Let your burdens disappear. Let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear. At your angle of repose. Let your burdens disappear. Let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear. At your angle of repose. At your angle of repose. So I think I've worked out all of my frustrations, and now I can settle into my regular scheduled programming. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. I think it's really important to have hope. And I think, when you think about the future, you have to believe you can make tomorrow a better day. And I think there are a lot of ways to do that, right? I mean, obviously, when there are constraints in your life, the degrees of freedom you have are limited. And the trick is to find things that give you joy and fulfillment along the way. You want to hang with people who respect you, who share your values. And I think when the outside world gets to be rough, it's really important to think local, right? That the people in your immediate vicinity give you the emotional nourishment that you need to make every day count. That's the thing I'm trying to find right now. I mean, I spent, basically 6 years doing political issues at the national level. And so the transition back to, a sort of local focus, it's taking a little bit of effort. Music helps a ton. It's probably the reason I can do it, if I'm going to be able to do it. Anyway, people are what matter. And this song, which was written by Ann, well, with a little help from me, I'm going to send out to Tracy Sheridan, as I always do. Because, Tracy, you're one of the really important people in my life. In fact, everybody who's watching this show right now, you know, if we know each other well, you know how important you are to me. And if we've never met, just know that you are important to me. And the fact that we're sharing this moment is a huge deal for me. Southern Cross shine distant, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning light. Trouble above, darkness falls. Orion is broken, the eagle is lost. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Mountains of rain reflect the pain. We hear the swelling of the wind. Clouds of tears, undiminished by the years, haunting us over and over again. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Empty the clouds, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? The slate looks clean, but underneath, the chalk remembers the soul beneath. Empty the cloud, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? Orion is back in the southern sky. Prophets know the eagle will fly. Southern Cross shines closer, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning bright. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. I hope you feel better, Tracy. And I just want you to know that singing songs for you is one of the things that makes me feel whole and well. So thank you for the opportunity to do that. Song I haven't played for a while. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I can go working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times before. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are looking good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do, and those winds sure can blow cold way out there. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. We've been through that 100 times before. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, and all those things that don't change, come what may. For the good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. And I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. So a really cool thing is going on. So Love, Peace, and Happiness, which was the most recent single that Moonalice put out, got picked up on a couple of playlists on Apple Music. And that's caused, the stream counts to grow really significantly on that platform, which is an enormous help. And again, our numbers are still tiny, but apparently the way it works is, if you get it going, you start to create a flywheel. And if you keep putting out music, the numbers get better and better. So if you have a streaming service, it doesn't matter which one, if you don't mind, just go and check out Moonalice there, and especially check out the new stuff, both the EP, which is called Full Moonalice Volume 1. And, the singles that are on it, plus the ones that came out before, plus Love, Peace, and Happiness. And if you can, like them, listen to them, like them, share them, get other people to listen, it would make a huge difference, because in this day and age, sadly, that's the way, if we're going to get a chance to tour again, if we want to play outdoors anywhere but the Bay Area, we're going to have to build our profile, and that's the best way to do it. And I don't know when we're going to play indoors again. We're basically telling everybody, look, as long as COVID is an issue, we're just not going to be able to do it. At least not in situations where the audience is within, say, 10 or 12 feet of the stage, which basically is 100% of the places we play. So anyway, we're working on it. And but if you don't mind, just checking out our stuff and sharing it, that would be great, and liking it.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Jagaru Deva home. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes, call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jagaru Deva home. Nothing gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, exciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns, calls me on and on across the universe. Jagaru Deva home. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jagaru Deva, Jagaru Deva, Jagaru Deva, Jagaru Deva.
So I don't know if you guys are into dogs or not, but Ann and I, we do not have any pets, but we do enjoy dogs, at least at watching them and petting them and stuff. And this week was the dog show, which they're still trying to put on notwithstanding all the COVID issues. And so we watched it, and except somehow the version we taped was in Spanish, which is, it turns out that dog shows, just like baseball, are actually better in Spanish. And we don't speak a word of Spanish, but the announcers are just so melodic. It's, Spanish is just a beautiful language. Anyway, dog shows are a source of massive frustration because the kind of dogs I like are funny-looking dogs. Now, this year was a big year for funny-looking dogs because the winner was a bloodhound, and really great-looking bloodhound. And if you remember the great film Best in Show, one of the finalists is a bloodhound, and his name is Hubert. But anyway, this one, whose name was Trumpet, he was very, just a very bloodhoundy kind of dog. I'm always cheering for the ones that have really short legs and big bodies. So like, Basset hounds and English bulldogs and corgis and things. But as far as I'm concerned, basically a bloodhound is a Basset hound with long legs, and I'm okay with that. So that was the one highlight of my week. Been so long since I've been long here, ever since I lost my way. That was when I still had something left for me to say unto you, just to see your smile, laugh and look at me now, as you held me tight in the morning. Well, it's been so long since I felt at home in the mirror. Was a time I once came running down the street we used to live. That was when I still had something special left for me to give unto you, just to see your smile, laugh and look at me now, as you held me tight in the morning. Well, it's been so long since I felt at home in a mirror.
knows how long I've loved you. You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I'd never got your name. But it doesn't really matter, I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I've found you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do, and dear you to me, and you know I will. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I've found you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do and dear you to me, and you know I will. I will.
This is actually a song that I think could just as, it's normally a song that I sing that's kind of about why it's really important for men in particular to be respectful of others, especially women. And I think it applies just as much to the Supreme Court right now. You must stand in line for work. You must stand in line for fun. Rock the butt from dawn till dark. Love won't work that way. Love needs temptation. It's out of your control. You must have permission to share another's soul. Some things just cost money. Some things just take time. Some things just cannot be bought. Some peaks can't be climbed. Love needs an invitation. It's out of your control. You must have permission to share another's soul. Oh my God, I got an invitation from the most important person I know. Fireworks and heart palpitations are both from the blue. Can it really be true?
I'm in love with you. Love needs an invitation. It's out of your control. You must have permission to share another's soul. Love needs an invitation. It's out of your control. You must have permission to share another's soul. You must have permission to share another's soul.
One of the things that I really love about Moonalice is this notion of a band standing for love, peace, and happiness. Because I think at the end of the day, if you think about the Beatles, they were definitely a band that was about love, peace, and happiness. And that's just, those are really good values for a band. And when I look at all the songs I've written and all the songs that I play, I mean, you know, I do a lot of political songs, but in comparison to the number of songs I do that are about love or peace or happiness, pretty small. Most of them are about love, including this one.
Makes no difference where I turn. I can't get over you when the flame still burns. Makes no difference night or day. The shadow never seems to fade away, and the sun don't shine anymore. And the rains fall down on my door. Now there's no love as true as the love that dies untold. And the clouds never hung so low before. It makes no difference how far I go. Like a scar, the hurt will always show. It makes no difference who I meet. They're just a face in the crowd on a dead-end street. And the sun don't shine anymore. And the rains fall down my door. These are love letters I just can't keep, 'cause like the gambler says, read 'em and weep, and the dawn don't rescue me no more. your love, I'm nothing at all. Like an empty hall, it's a lonely fall. Since you've been gone, it's a losing battle. Stampeding cattle, they rattle the walls, and the sun don't shine anymore. And the rains fall down on my door. Well, I love you so much, it's all I can do, just to keep myself from telling you that I never felt so alone before. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream. Dream about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's time for the days to walk outside and blow in the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face in some of this new mud lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. Starring me in my sweet dream. 'Cause she's the one to make me feel this way. And even if time has passed me by a lot, I couldn't care less. You got the days you say I've got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for walking my load and fall on my face for being a sleepy bull toad. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And even you're sure you're gonna feel it right, a daydream will last long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may prick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy. I'm lost in a daydream, dream about my bundle of joy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think the most important thing in times like this is to have people who will share the load and people who will share your dreams and share your life. And I've been blessed beyond measure in that respect. You know, Anne has been my companion for 42 years. And, you know, it's impossible to overstate how significant and positive force she's been in my life. There's no way
I'd have gotten through, well, any of it, but certainly not the last few years without her always there. And so this song, Anne, is for you. I mean, all the good ones are for you, but especially this one. Woke today, felt your side of bed. The covers were still warm where you've been laying. You were gone, oh gone, gone. My heart was filled with dread. You might not be sleeping here again. But it's alright, 'cause I love you. That's not gonna change. Run me round, make me hurt again and again. 'Cause I still sing your love song, written in the letters of your name. Brave the storm to come, for it surely looks like rain. Did you ever waken to the sound of street cats making love? And guess from their cries you were listening to a fight. Well, you know, no, hate's just the last thing they're thinking of. They're only trying to make it through the night. To hold you, I don't want to tie you down, fence you in the lines I might have drawn. It's just that I've gotten used to having you around. My landscape would be empty if you were gone. But
It's alright, 'cause I love you. That's not gonna change. Run me wrong, make me hurt again and again. 'Cause I still sing your love song, written in the letters of your name. Brave the storm to come, it surely looks like rain. Turning gray and it looks like rain and it feels like rain. Whoa, the rain. Turning gray and it looks like rain and it feels like rain. Whoa, the rain.
This next song, the second to last one, I'm going to send out to Patrick because he didn't request it, but it's kind of in the style of songs that I know appeals to him, so I hope he likes this one. I've been playing it a little bit more recently, but it's still a one-hit wonder that I only play once in a while.
Woke up this morning, my head was so bad, the worst hangover I'd ever had. What happened to me last night? That girl of mine, she loved me so right, she loved me so long, and she loved me so hard. I finally passed out in her front yard. It wasn't wine I had too much of, it was a double shot of my baby's love. Double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah. Wasn't wine I had too much of, it was a double shot of my baby's love. Such a thrill, it was hurting me. I was suffering in ecstasy. I'd been turning flips and shouting out loud. A sip of her love and I was walking on a cloud. One night a week is plenty enough. It's a good thing for me they don't bottle that stuff. My heart begins to fly like a dove when I take a double shot of my baby's love. A double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah. Double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah. It wasn't one I had too much of, it was a double shot of my baby's love. A double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah. A double shot of my baby's love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Double shot I had too much of, it was a double shot of my baby's love.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm going to play one more song and wrap it up here. Hope you like it. It's another one for Ann.
When I was young, well, I was also poor. My luck was bad and I could never score. Every day was strange and my fortunes changed. Fell in love like never before. I fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. I look at you, well, I can't believe you're real. 'Cause in every way, you are my ideal. Living in a dream, weed and wine and ice cream. You have to know how great you make me feel. Like me in love when you first walk through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. Can't pretend to be cool. You can see through me like glass. My cards are facing up again. You always know what's up again. When I'm out of line, you're there to kick my ass. I was saying, darling, I fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to be back next week, and let's just hope next week is a lot better than last week was, right? And, love the one you're with, and, give everybody a big hug, and just make sure that you watch out for everybody around you, because I think we're all under a lot more stress, maybe even more stress than we realize. And so it's a tough time. And so be gentle, respect everybody you see, recognize that they're all going through their own thing. And, I think if we do this together, we're going to be way stronger than if we try to do it on our own. Anyway, love you all. Thank you so much for being here and checking this out. I'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.